always on the menu. I usually like to go for some extra bread with some butter. That brown bread, hand me some of that brown bread.
Sorry, we ate it all for Thanksgiving. We used it in the stuffing.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a huge stuffing fan.
Stuffing is really good as a thing for absorbing gravy. That's what I find it to be.
Yeah.
Good. But then again, I mean, so is probably styrofoam at that point.
Sure. Yeah.
Although I will say, like,
rebuttal
box stuffing not great, but sometimes old white ladies are really good at making stuffing, and I don't know what they do to it differently, but sometimes they just
it's like a savory bread pudding.
Yeah, sometimes you're just like, okay, now that's stuffing, but then next year you just go buy a box anyway, and it's not very good. But we digress, which is mostly what we do here. But we can't digress too much because we don't have much time.
No, we'll live-gress today.
Yeah, well, nothing like some stuffing with a live breast. That's what I always say.
That's right.
So what are we doing here, Sam? Why are we having lunch?
The lunchbox is what we're doing. So it's like our appetizer for lunch.
I like that. I like that as our motto, by the way, Sam. Lunchbox. Yeah. It's what we're doing.
Yeah. It's what we're lunchbox. It's what we're doing. So you and I hop on. We want to prep the day for you and me and everyone else in the Nouniverse. Give you a little recap of things going on in the NFT crypto markets, and let everyone know what's going on for the day. Hopefully, my dogs don't kill each other in the other room.
That'd be nice. If you don't mind sharing the room, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you anything for it, but we will be thankful.
Yeah, that's the thing. We'll give thanks.
This is a no-frills show. Al wouldn't give us any budget.
That's right. So, first off, we'll go through this. I do kind of rapid fire some of this. Feel free to listen to the recording. But first off, the Nouns auction 526 will end today approximately at 6:45. So that'll put Noun o'clock around 6:30 today. We're starting a little early because we have some stuff that we'll get into in a little bit. Monday recap. It was a quiet Monday in the marketplace. We had some interesting things went on. The Noun yesterday went for 2.8, or sorry, it did not. It did not go for 2.85 ETH. It went for 28.5 ETH. The Crypto Burbs
scared me there for a second, Sam.
Yeah, I was like, man, I missed out. Crypto Burbs floor back above 0.2. The OG Moonbirds floor is back above 8.25. Super tight Woody's collection Punk Toads was trending at the 20th spot on OpenSea yesterday. And you can pick one up right now if you missed the mint for as low as 0.0045. So if you haven't done that...
I hate to say it, Sam, but that's cheaper than a Nomo, and that's hard to do.
I know. So if we haven't pinned it at the top, you can go to his profile. I think it's one of his top tweets. It's OpenSea collection Punk Toads. Just go on, hop on, grab yourself one. I was a little sad to see that there was no slime body with purple, or rather violet eyes, so that I could add it to my Donatello Toad collection. But that's okay. There's some in there that I think I can work with. OpenSea closed the day with a 5.6 million transaction. Blur's marketplace finished at 3.5 million. Total marketplace spend ended the day at 11.7 million.
Wait, so that's actually insane. You just kind of glossed over that, but Blur had over 50% of OpenSea's trading volume yesterday. That's insane.
Yeah, they're a pretty interesting marketplace. I've been checking them out sporadically. I kind of blur through that stuff. Yeah. So
everything's a blur, so it's a good name.
So it was down, 4.5 million from Sunday's number, but like I said, it's a Monday. Mondays, am I right? ETH continues to rank just below 1,200.
The amount of time, Sam, that you're going to save over the course of this week, not having to retype ETH continues to range just below 1,200 USD.
Just copy paste. So we have some cool news that's going on. So if you hadn't seen the tweet, Gami and Never Sit Still, they snuck some noggles into a new Coinbase wallet commercial spot, which is pretty sweet to see the noggles up in the top right.
Those
Keith,
sneaky buggers.
yeah, I know, man. Keith Grossman, who's the president of Time Magazine, he announced on December 31st he's leaving the company to take an adjacent position with MoonPay. And for those that don't know Grossman, he helped spearhead Time's Web3 initiatives, leading one of the first major Web2 brands into the space. Friends of the show, Proof Collect.
Now he's gonna be buying apes for celebrities in the next bull market.
Probably. There you go. Let me get that for you. Our friends of the show, Proof Collective, showcased its new website to accommodate new in-chain features and collector profiles for all holders. Holders across the entire Proof ecosystem can now unify wallet holdings to a single proof of identity. Protect the egg, which is something I say around people, practitioners of Mokgar, which is the martial art where they kick you in the balls. Protect the egg. Artifact tweeted a video with something called Project Animus, and they followed it with a tweet about experiences with a hint to keep an eye on their official Twitch channel. So if you're an Artifact fan, you can go check that out. Friend of the show, Frank DeGods, tweeted an update about Utes. Their update has to do with staking now being live.
And that's Utes, the NFT, not the young Toronto man's, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Just
is that like
sure.
the YMCA?
Something like that, yeah. Very similar.
Yeah, man. Anyway. Okay, so notable mints and events. We have Art Basel this week. Give us an emoji shout out if you're already there.
Bro, my FOMO has already begun. I can't believe I'm missing this.
I know.
During NFT NYC, I was like, "There's no way I'm missing the next one." And they were like, "The next one? Oh, you mean the one we scheduled right when your baby's coming?"
Yeah, that's the one. So yesterday there was the Art Blocks Presents Imposter Syndrome by the artist Ipsketch. They did a Dutch auction, the rung of 1.95 ETH. It was a 100 supply collection. Saw immediate secondary action with floors touching 2.8 ETH. It settled into the current 2.3 range with over 120 ETH in volume. They're kind of cool. They're shapes. They're flat colors. It gives me kind of this nostalgic 1970s vibe, art design stuff. I like them. I didn't get one, but I
Speaking
like
of what you just mentioned friendship bracelets yesterday, and I had thrown one of mine up on a listing for 0.5 ETH, and it just sold this morning. So that floor must be doing okay as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's nuts. Thank you, Snowfro.
Imposter syndrome thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Buy yourself a circle or a triangle.
I'm gonna spend it all on punk toads.
Yeah. Thursday at noon, composable DAO drops. Thursday at noon, also strip search contest starts. If you know any cartoonists, people that like to draw, then go to the Twitter Nounish Society. Look at the template. Start working ahead of time. You're allowed.
By the way, this has nothing to do with Sam Ellis's strip search indecent proposal DM.
That's the other one. That one's
just
different.
Ignore that altogether.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find.
Good to know. Thanks.
Did you say
alpha.wave
or nude things to draw? Today's schedule on TNS. We got Shark DAO coming up at 12:30. That's in like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah.
That's right. A non-TNS thing, but letting you know the weekly Nouner call in the jungle happens at 5:30 p.m.
That's for anyone who's a Noun owner or a delegate.
Just we've got Noun O'Clock live at the Noun Square starting at 6:30 with To Bells to Breathe.
To be is to breathe.
Oh, yeah. Not to be confused with Belle Biv DeVoe.
Correct. To be is to breathe, 6:30.
All right. Yeah, it's at 6:30. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to switch over to the town hall debate. The Nouns Agora folks are going to be hosting. Do you know who all's debating?
So on that note, actually, if you are against Prop 175 or you just don't mind being a devil's advocate, we are still looking for someone to argue against. So far, all the folks who have voted on chain against are in Europe. Weirdly enough, I'm not sure why that is. Maybe Europeans against 175. It's a new sub now. No, but honestly, I've asked 4 people who have voted against, and they're all either in Scandinavia or Europe, and it's super late for them. So if you are, if 7 p.m. EST is an okay time for you, and you would like to come and argue against, that would be great. So we're still nailing that down. Yeah. But yes, we're going to have a live debate at 7 p.m. EST. Should be interesting discussion either way.
Every time I hear European, it makes me think of a terrible joke. Do you mind if I digress for a moment?
I have a feeling I know what the joke's going to be, and but go ahead.
Does it have the anytime you run into the bathroom? Is that the one?
I mean, it's not the one. It's just the kind of the direction I expected.
Oh yeah, it's going that way. So when you when you go into the restroom, you change 3 countries of origin.
Okay, and why is that?
First, you're a Russian.
Yeah.
Second, European.
Yeah.
And third, you're Finnish.
Okay. Well, I mean, a little bit of a. This is just like thoughtful critique, but one of those is a country, one of those is a continent, and then we're back to countries. So I think we need to work on the verbiage a little bit. But overall, 8 out of 10. Bathroom joke.
It was close. I got to work it. You get these things from like your grandfathers, and you're like, it makes sense. They're old and probably.
Yeah, and back in his day, Europe was a country, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. They're like, back in WW2 when we saved the world. Tiny Dinos tonight at 8 o'clock. That'll be fun. It was cool. What was it?
No, just sandwiching the debate. We got the debate sandwich between 9 o'clock and Tiny Dinos. So.
Yeah, so they had that cool alpha. They said the other day that they're going up in the Legos Creator Lab to try to get some of the Tiny Dinos Legos made, which I think would be pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool. Meebits, there's a prop in the Meebits prop house as well right now to do some Meebits Legos, which is pretty cool.
I like Lego. I don't like stepping on Lego, but working with them, fantastic.
For sure.
I do have a deep thought. I thought we'd start introducing, if we had time, a daily deep thought by Jack Handey.
I'm for it.
Sometimes I think you have to march right in and demand your rights, even if you don't know what your rights are or who the person is you're talking to. Then on the way out, slam the door.
That's right. Everybody do that today. Your day will be much better.
Yeah.
And one of the things you can do before you slam the door too is you can say, "And that's final."
And that's fine. You know what? That is a fantastic punctuation mark. That's final.
Just think of the story you're giving that person. He's going to get home and be like, "Honey, you'll never believe what happened today."
Guy came in.
This random pencil came into my office.
I like to put on the pencil suit when I leave the house. It's like a big, thick barrel with a pointy hat. But then I remember, never leave the house with a pointy hat. Not in the Midwest.
Or anywhere, really.
You're a witch.
This actually is life advice. Contrary to our usual not life advice. Don't wear a hood outside. That's pointy. Life advice. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Noun Square LunchBox number 2. Hopefully you guys are finding it useful. If you have feedback for us or ways we can improve, as I mentioned in the tweet, if we go over 15 minutes, you get your money back. So hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow.
15 minutes, Shark Dow. See you then.
See you then. Bye, everyone. Have a good lunch.
Noodles.